What's up, guys? My name is Asia Chantell, and thank you for joining me for yoga today. So today's class is going to be about lower back pain. This is something that I have always had most of my life, having scoliosis. So let's go ahead and get started on today's workout. So first, we're going to come all the way down to our mat to a laying position. So just lay flat onto your mat. Go ahead and let your feet fall to the side. Let your hands face with your palms up for that receiving of the good energy today. And let's just focus just a moment on our breathing as we get our minds and bodies and breath work in the right process here. So take a deep breath in as the belly rises, and on the exhale, pull that belly in nice and tight. Again, take a deep breath in, belly rises high. On the exhale, release. Beautiful, guys. Then I want you to go ahead and bring both of your knees into your chest. So bring your knees to hug into your chest here. And if this already does not feel comfortable, maybe you can keep your feet to the mat. So whatever feels good for you. So bringing your knees in as close as you can to your chest, but remembering to keep your bottom onto the mat. So you don't want to pull your knees in so much that you've lifted your butt off the mat. So just bring your knees to your chest here as we collect our breathing, and maybe just rock side to side, just lubricating that lower sacrum there. Beautiful. Or maybe just do a little roll with your knees. Good. So take a deep breath in and release your right foot. So the right foot comes back to the mat, but we take that left and we bring it in nice and tight, keeping our legs down. Beautiful. Embrace the stretch here that you may be feeling in the front of your right thigh. And then we're just going to switch legs. So the left leg comes to the mat, and then we bring the right in for a nice, good hug here, right to the side of your right torso. Nice and tight. Beautiful. So then one more time, we're going to bring both of the knees into the chest, but our hands are going to come out to the sides. So what we're going to go for is a beautiful little supine twist here. So we're going to take both of our knees, if you can, and bring them as close as you can to the right side of your mat. So they kind of just drop as we keep our left shoulder pressed to the floor. Maybe take your gaze to the left side of the room and just let your knees fall. If your knees don't fall straight to the mat, you can use a block, or maybe you have a pillow and you can let your knees fall to the sides of your pillow. So take a deep breath in, bring both knees back up, and then let them drop to the other side. Take your gaze the opposite way. So this time our gaze is looking to the right, knees are falling to the left. And then take a breath in, and then we're going to slowly rock ourselves up, or pick yourself, or however you get back up to your seated position. So once you're in that seated position, guys, let me fix my microphone here. All right, once we're in that seated position, sit up nice and tall. This is the posture that we are going to practice taking with us long after we leave your yoga mat today. So take a deep breath in, exhale it out. Again, on your next inhale, pull your chest forward as if someone was pulling your heart right out of your chest. And on the exhale, cave it in, curl it in. Again, inhale out. And then exhale back in. So a few more times here. As we take the chest out on the inhale, head goes up. And then we curl it back. So just go at your own breath, at your own pace. Beautiful job, guys. All right, from here, we're going to go into a great stretch here for your legs. So I want you to go ahead and take your right foot forward, almost as if when we come into our runner's lunge, when we take some of our other classes. So if you have a yoga block, or if you have a book or anything that you might want to give yourself a little bit more support in this stretch. So our right foot comes to meet the front of our hands. You want to make sure that your foot and your knee are parallel to each other. So our knee isn't way in front of our left foot, but maybe just stacked right on top. Both hands come to your block or come to your mat, whatever you have there. And we're just going to take a few moments to just, for one, appreciate this stretch. This may be a really tight stretch for you. So take a moment to appreciate it. And if it isn't too hard of a stretch for you, then you can go ahead and just exhale a little deeper into that stretch. And what I mean by exhaling deeper is on the exhale, maybe you sink a little bit closer to the mat. Maybe you take that right hip, pull it back a little bit more to make sure that it is on the same ground as your left hip. And just breathe here. Good. And if you want to come all the way into a beautiful lizard pose, then you can bring your elbows down. I know this may be a challenge, or for some people it may not be a challenge, but that's why yoga is a practice and you have so many different variations that you can do, whatever feels comfortable for you. Good. Go ahead. If you have that block, take it out of your way. And we're just going to straighten out that right leg so that our toes are first pointed out. So toes are pointed towards the front wall and the right leg is straight. And we're just going to take a gentle bend, stretching the back of our thighs here. Then rise back up. Exhale back into that stretch. Take a deep breath in, coming back up. Last time, lower down into that stretch. Beautiful, guys. You survived it. All right, take that right leg back. So now we have our left foot. Left leg is going to come forward to meet our hands. So we're going to take both of our hands, put them on that block or that blanket or pillow, whatever you have right there. And you're just going to make sure, once again, that your foot is aligned with your knee. So our knee isn't way in front or it's not too far back. It's just stacked right on top here. Good. And whenever you're ready to really relax and surrender into the pose, go ahead, make the minor adjustments that you need to make, and then take a deep breath in and sink deeper into that stretch. Really invite your muscles to relax. Trust yourself. Just love yourself enough to surrender. So if you feel a little tight, just surrender into that moment. Create that muscle memory. All right, guys, now we're going to take the block away, but we're going to straighten out our left knee. So we're going to straighten out the left leg. Toes are pointed forward. Deep breath in. On the exhale, we sink and lower down towards that leg. Maybe you can bring your head all the way to it, or maybe you just get close enough, whichever is fine. Just listen to your body. Inhale back up. Exhale right back down. Beautiful. Deep breath in as we come back up. And then we exhale back down. Last time as we inhale up. And we come right back down. Beautiful, guys. We're going to go ahead and take that back leg. Coming back to all fours here. So we are on our hands and knees, of course, working on our lower back pain. It's always a great idea to go for a few cat-cow stretches. So we're going to sink our belly low, lift the heart up nice and high as we gaze upward. On the exhale, as if someone was pulling a string in your spine, pulling it to the ceiling, curving into that scared cat position. And then again, sink the belly low, chest rises. And then pull back on the opposite. Beautiful, guys. Coming right back into that neutral tabletop, big toes together. We're going to spread our knees apart towards the outsides of the mat. And then we're just going to press back onto the heels of our feet. So we're just pushing, using our fingers to actually press our body back. Good. So listen to your body. Come as far as you can. If it feels better to close your legs, to close your knees, then go for it. And then we're just going to walk our hands out in front of us very slowly, coming into that child's pose, really stretching the spine here. Letting your heart melt into the floor. Deep breath in. On the exhale, sink a little deeper. Remembering to find a second in this moment to just be present. Remind yourself you are exactly where you're supposed to be right now, doing exactly what you are supposed to do, giving gratitude to yourself for really just taking the time to do something. for your body, giving your body the appreciation that it deserves and the movement that it is craving and that it needs. Beautiful. Come right back out of that position, guys. And we're actually going to come up into a standing position. So come up and stand up nice and tall here. Good. So we're coming into our mountain pose. Our feet are hip distance apart and our arms are at our sides. So take a deep breath in as we open up our arms nice and high. On the exhale, we sink into a forward fold. So lead with your heart and just come into that forward fold here. So with the forward fold, you may feel a little stiff if it's your morning class, or if you just haven't touched your toes in a long time or reach for your toes, maybe you reach for that block or that pillow at this moment. Good. Or maybe you add a gentle bend to the knee. So if you have lower back pain, adding that bend to the knee is really helpful. And it does help to bring the belly a little bit closer to the thighs. And let your head hang low now. Stretching out the back of your neck, nodding yes and no a few times. Good. From here, bring your hands to ragdoll position. If you haven't bent your knees yet, go for that gentle bend to the knee. And then just slowly rock your body side to side. Beautiful, guys. So straighten out those legs. Fingertips as they graze the floor. Bring your hands to halfway lift. So halfway lift just creates a safe space for our spine. So it's a flat back here. And then on exhale, fall back into your forward fold. So we're going to try that again. Inhale the hands to the shins for halfway lift, flat spine. On the exhale, back into your forward fold. Take one more deep breath in as we slowly rise all the way back up to our standing position. Taking your hands over your head, go into a gentle back bend as if you was reaching for a beach ball from the person behind you. And then bring your hands back to center. Beautiful, guys. Let's come back to our seated position here. Legs folded. If legs folded doesn't feel great for you today, then you can keep your legs out. But just come into a beautiful seated position. Sit up nice and tall. We're going to take a deep breath in. Arms are coming over our head. Twist your body to the right. On the exhale, bring your hands down so that left hand grabs the right knee. Right hand goes behind our back. Sit up tall. Take your gaze over your right shoulder. Continuing to breathe through this detoxifying, beautiful seated twist pose that we're going for here. Whenever you're ready, inhale both arms up back to center. And on the exhale, twist the other way. So your left hand grabs the right knee and your left hand is behind your back. So right hand grabs the left knee and your left hand is behind your back. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, gaze over the left shoulder. Go ahead and come back to your seated position. One last stretch that we're going to take here is we're going to take a deep breath in and take your right hand over your head as your left hand kind of just slides across the mat. Take your gaze up to the ceiling. Breathe here. Try your best to keep your bottom onto the floor. So inhale right back up and then take the left hand over your head. Embrace the stretch on your left side here. And whenever you're ready, come back to your seated position, guys. All right, so let's take our hands to heart position and bow our heads. The light and the love that is inside of me honors and bows to the light and love that resides inside of you. Please practice this class daily. I hope that it does help you if you are experiencing any back pain. This is a class that you can do every single day. It's pretty easy for you to do. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. Namaste. And guys, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So to see more notifications of videos that I have, whether it is meditation or yoga, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And comment below and let me know if this class helped you out. Bye.